Alright, this is something I've never done. It's called the Twin Flames Mirror Heart reading. Is where I use 2 decks to represent 2 very different people in one relationship. So I'm starting off with 2 selections. I might do 3 selections if this is something people want. So I have the butterfly with the perfume bottle here. I have the dice, that's number 2, and then I have the pop art looking Nintendo. I made that when I was really young. Anyway, pick whichever resonates with you, and then we'll start doing it, and then you'll understand what's going on. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's with 2 decks. So okay, let's do this one first. It's gonna disappear into the backgrounds. Let's see. It's amazing that I don't have anything to put these on. Okay, I'm gonna put them on here. Here we go. Okay, so there's 1 deck and then there's 2 decks. So the first one is representing either the feminine or the masculine in the case, but depends of how you feel. I think it would be the feminine because of the cards. Okay, so the first person in this relationship is going to be represented by the strength card. This is the core value, the meaning or strength of the 2 together. So the strength card is remaining strong, caring for others, finding inner strength, having a strong sense of responsibility. And then the other person is represented by the Empress. The Empress is financial abundance, pregnancy, birth, desirable results, reassurance, supportive females, or amazing results. So this person could be extremely lucky, this person could be extremely good with money, or just extremely secure in their job. So, yeah. Try to move this. Okay. And the next one is each person's highest ideal for the relationship. The Hierophant for the top card. It's the first person. Marriages, commitments, tradition continued, good advice, forgiveness for past transgressions. So the first person, the feminine or the masculine in this reading, wants it to go to the next level of marriage or commitment or some kind of thing that would be a milestone in the relationship. And the other person is represented by the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is increase in confidence, pushing oneself, exercising their willpower to succeed, a good ending for what they've worked for. So, they're looking forward to sharing their life with somebody. Maybe not on the same level as the first person, but they're, they need to be in a secure situation first. If that makes sense. Okay, and then the next question is each person self they are projecting to others. So this is how each one of you project your feelings towards each other and how other people perceive it. The first person is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is action being taken, things getting done, a change of home, something tangible, getting the job done, a go-getter. So this person, the first one, is really striving to succeed, striving to, become, what they've always wanted to be in the relationship. And people know them for that reason. They're probably well known at their job, they're probably well known around their friends for being somebody who's dependable. And then the other person is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is a need for discretion, need for caution, feeling trapped, building a lifestyle you don't want to have to maintain. So this person is probably just around for security. They don't really want to do work, but they want to be secure. They want to have kind of everything that they wanted. Maybe not a marriage commitment, maybe just like a commitment where like you guys are living together, sharing a house, whatever the case may be. So where each person is right now with the relationship, the essence of who they are at the moment. So we have the first person as the Star. The Star is reassurance. You get what you want, dreams coming true, health improvements, hope for the future, and wishes granted. So you, first person, really wants a commitment. And the second person, let's see. Second person, it's the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is, let's see. Four of Wands is a new home, purchase of property, relationship becoming serious, feeling comfortable, safe, and secure. Like I said, they probably like staying home, being, you know, doing their own thing at home, whatever the case. They're not really one of those people that wants to work a 9-to-5 job every day. They want to kind of stay at home, be a homemaker, do that kind of stuff, like traditional, like, things, or their own things, you know. What each person needs from the other right now. Okay, so this is where it kind of tangles, where what the other person needs from the other person to feel secure. So the Page of Cups is the first person, how they want the second person to be. So an admirer, the ability to detach, a caring attitude, a gentle approach, and emotional improvement. So, like, this second person could be very high-strung or very antsy, or just, you know, kind of non-committal at the moment, maybe. I'm not putting that in writing, but, you know, they kind of don't know what they want. They're kind of still feeling, you know, like they want something, but they don't know how to get it, and they're stuck in the middle right now. And the second person kind of wants this from the other person. This is the Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse is being a thrill seeker, unable to finish, too much focus on sexual gratification. It's only the beginning, not the end. So the second person kind of wants the first person to be more into them, you know, and not be so into their job, working, being who they are in the public light, the public specter. So that could be a lot. But one could be very, you know, into that aspect of the relationship, and the other one probably wants to be more secure in finances. So it's going to be a long fight to the end, for sure. But if one person stops working, then the other person will kind of leave. So, you know, that's the kind of thing. You kind of have to find an even balance. So, if you like this reading, leave a like. If you like what I'm doing on here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, concerns, or ideas for my next video, I thought this was pretty cool. It talks about both. I've never done this, so it's kind of, I had to work out the kinks a little bit, but, you know, it worked out fine. So, I'll see you in the next reading. Alright, let's see. I miss my Game Boy Color, I really do. Okay, so we have the dice, and we have the little Nintendo art piece. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this. Okay, so the smaller cards are gonna be the first person, and then the second person will be the bigger cards, if that makes sense. Okay, first cards are going to represent the core of the relationship, how you are in the heart of the relationship with your partner, meaning and strength of the two together also. So the first person is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is, it's in reverse. Gossips with ill intent, spies on people, is pretty two-faced. Spends too much time watching and judging everyone, so, yeah. That's not good. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, the second person is, the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is self-care, time spent alone, much needed rest, time away from social media, and time to reflect. So there's probably somebody spying on this person, and this person just needs a nap. So this reminds me of the Mad TV, spy versus spy. Like, you know, one person's spying on somebody else, and this other person's just, you know, trying to live their life or whatever. But it's like they kind of think that they're deceiving them in some shape or form. But yeah, one person's sleeping and the other person's kind of gossiping, saying they're doing this, they're doing that. Kind of not trusting what their partner is saying. So they say they're somewhere, like, you kind of have to trust that. Each person's higher ideal of the relationship. The Temperance is how the first person feels. Temperance, pure contentment, a peaceful home life, the end of arguments, the end of conflict, management of time and money. And the other person is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is great love, things moving quickly, exciting ideas, everything beginning to take shape, medical treatment. So, could be in the hospital for a great many reasons. So, I just find that funny, like, one's spying on somebody and then the other person's just resting in the hospital with medical treatment or whatever. That's really funny. Oh, so funny. Okay. And then we have each person's self. They are projecting to others, so how the outside world sees you, which is interesting. Okay, so you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is an increase in intuition, femininity, psychic ability, developing the ability to predict the future. So, you know, you kind of have some idea, you're pinpointing what you see, what's going on, that kind of deal. And then we have the Eight of Cups. This is how the other person feels. How they're projected. The Eight of Cups, a light-haired female who can help. Friends that will offer assistance, walking away from what doesn't serve you anymore. So, this person kind of maybe has a few people that are not the most savory of characters in their life, so they're kind of walking away from that. Or it could be this relationship. Either way. But it could also be in this relationship that one person is giving up their lifestyle in order to appease the other one. Which isn't bad. Sometimes you have to get away from bad influences in order to become who you need to be, if that makes sense. But it's not for everybody. Some people have known their friends for a while, and it's kind of hard to break away from that. Okay, where each person right now is in the relationship as as who they are at the moment. Okay, the first person is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is clearer on what you want, clearer on what you don't want. The grass isn't greener, motivated to change. So they're kind of trying to make this relationship like clay pieces, like you smush clay together. And the other person is like the Five of Swords. So one's easily molded, the Five of Swords. Loss of something which wasn't that great to begin with. Your enemies receiving an empty victory. So this could be that in this relationship you're being taken away from people that were not having your best interest, and it's kind of an empty victory for your enemies because you won't fight, you won't do that, you're not going to entertain the idea. And the first person is more moldable, more kind of like trying to make you guys into one entity as a relationship. So interesting. Okay, what each person needs from the other right now. The Knight of Cups, which is interesting. The Knight of Cups is a Prince Charming, true love, knight in shining armor, loving intentions, trustworthy partners. So this person probably wants the whole kit and caboodle as far as the Cinderella story is concerned. So they kind of want you to be their entire world, and they want to be your entire world. So that kind of thing. And then the Judgment card is the second person. The Judgment card always is fun in some cases. So in this case with number 2, they want this other person to be like a calling you didn't ignore. Fresh starts, great opportunities, transformation, a change of status. So so the first person could be kind of into the drama, and the second person is kind of a step above like society's things. But they're both kind of mulling together as one as far as person 1's concerned. So like the second person could be leaving a lot of things that they want, or like they've been used to in the past. So interesting. So yeah, person 1 is probably going to have a change in social standing or status. So they're going to be snippy, they're going to be nitpicky about certain people. It's kind of disgusting, to be honest. But yeah, if that's something you're into, then that's your business. But anyway, if you like this reading, leave a like. If you like what I'm doing on here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, concerns, or ideas for my next video, leave them in the comment section below, and I will read those. I read everything. But this is interesting. I thought that the second one was my favorite. But it was a lot of fun. So I'm probably going to do this again. I know that this probably didn't apply to a lot of people, but yeah, I'm going to try to do a few other ones, and maybe one of them will resonate with a few more of you, but this is kind of like a test. But I like the way the readings went. They went smoothly, they kind of got to the point, kind of giving people a roundabout meaning for everything. And it has 2 different sections, so you can look at both sides of it. Anyway, Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now!